Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be like an eyeshadow basics video. A lot of my friends on Facebook requested a video like this simply because they want to learn how to do eyeshadow but they really don't know where to start. So I said that I will do a video like this. So I just want to share with you guys some of the basics that you will need to start doing your own eyeshadow if you don't want to pay anybody and you want to learn how to do it yourself. So first I want to talk about primers. And a lot of people don't use primers because they don't know anything about primers, and I only found out about primers by watching YouTube as well as bases. And you need a primer to make your eyeshadows last all day long and for it to stay in place, and also for you to apply the eyeshadow in the correct position, like on your lid or your crease or under your eyebrow area. So I use a ton of primers. I really don't have a specific favorite one, but there are low-end primers and there are high-end primers. So some of the low-end primers that you might want to pick up is the e.l.f. eyelid primer. You could pick this up at Target for $1. They also have one that's I think $3, but I always purchase the one that's $1 because it works just as good as the higher end primers. And to me, I really can't tell the difference between the lower end and the higher end primers because my eyeshadows last all day long anyway. So a couple of drugstore primers that you could pick up are the L'Oreal Magic Decrease Primer. Like I said, the e.l.f. eyelid primer. This Essence I Love Stage primer, you could pick this up at Ulta. And also Primed and Ready by Prestige, you could pick this up at Ulta as well. Ruby Kisses primer, you can pick this up at your local beauty supply if they have Ruby Kisses products. Wet n Wild also have a primer, and you can pick this up at any Walgreens or CVS. And I thought I had one from BH Cosmetics or Coastal Scents, but I can't find it. So this one is another one. This is Revlon's Photo Ready. This is an eye brightener, the eye primer and brightener. So I guess you could probably use this like as a concealer to brighten under your eye area, but I really don't use this one that often. I really don't use most of them that often. I used this one. This one's by NYX. This one's a little bit pricier, but you could purchase this one at your beauty supply. And I think this one is around $3.99 or something like that. But I just use whatever primer is close to me. And also the higher end primers is primers like Too Faced Shadow Insurance, which is like I think $19.99. I don't know. I've been having this one for a long time. And I just purchased this one. This is Lime Crime Eyeshadow Helper. And I'm really liking this one because it's not as watery as the other primers. It's really thick. And you could kind of tell that it works really good. So this is another higher end product, which is like $19.99. And also what a lot of people rave about is the Urban Decay's Eyeshadow Primer Potion. I have a couple of these. And it comes in a bigger container than this, and this one is in Eden, but there's a regular original one. I forgot the name of it, but it's somewhere around here. Oh, and here goes the one I was talking about. This is the eyeshadow primer from Coastal Scents, and it's called Shadow Works. Okay, so those are all my primers that I have, and a primer is very essential to your eyeshadow look. So you have to put a primer on your eye. So next I want to talk about bases. You can use a lot of things for bases. I like to use either a NYX Jumbo Pencil, which looks like this. It runs like $4.99 at your beauty supply, whoever carry NYX or NYX. And they also have a base like this. that's in a jar, and this one is in white. They also have one that's in skin tone, and I absolutely love these. I use them all the time. So this is what the skin tone one looks like. And these are $7. They have them at my CVS, but you could purchase these at Ulta or any beauty supply that carry NYX products. Okay, so that is the white one. And a cheaper alternative for a base, you can use the NYX Jumbo Pencils. I have a lot of those. There's a lot of different jumbo pencils from different companies. LA Colors have one. BH Cosmetics have one. I think Coastal Scents have a couple. And you could find these at your local beauty supply. You cannot find them at any drugstore, but I think Milani has some that's like this jumbo pencil. So I like to use these as bases. And for the base, you put that on top of the primer. You'll blend it out. Like if you want to wear like bright colorful colors, you will want to put a white base, so then the eyeshadows will look more vibrant and you can actually see what color you're applying to your lid. Or if you're wearing like a gold or like a silver eyeshadow, you can use like a gold base with shimmer in it or a silver base with shimmer in it, and it'll make the shimmer eyeshadow pop more. And if you're using a black eye or want a smoky eye, you can use black. But every time you use a base, it will kind of alter the color. So I would suggest you apply the base to your hand and then put the eyeshadow on top of it. Because if you put NYX Milk on your hand and a white one and then a black one and then put the same eyeshadow on top of each one, it will have a different look and a different effect. So just make sure you try that first to see if that's what you want on your eyelid. And for the NYX Jumbo Pencils, to make it easier for me, I depotted some of them and put them in jars. So this is Milk. This one is a Black Bean. And I also did Dark Brown, which looks like this, and this is in a smaller container. And it looks like that. So I like to put my stuff in jars to make it easier to store, because I will have jumbo pencils all over the place. I also depotted a lot of them. Let me show you. I depotted them and I put them in a container like this. I bought this stack from, I think, a nail shop, and I depotted my NYX Jumbo Pencils and I just put them in here. So I have almost every color of NYX Jumbo Pencils and I use them as bases. So that is what it looks like. And like I said, all of these are jumbo pencils. And I think it took like 2 jumbo pencils for each container. So there's not a lot of product in the jumbo pencils, but they are wonderful bases and very, very affordable. They have a higher end bases, but I really don't have any of those because I'm not going to spend money on a base if I could buy a cheaper one. And also, you can also use concealer for a base. You just need something for the eyeshadow to stick to, and that's what I like to use. So next I want to talk about is transitional colors. A transitional color to me is like an eraser. And I don't know if a lot of people feel that way about transitional colors, but I do. And a transitional color is an eyeshadow that is close to your skin tone, and it helps you to blend the eyeshadows well together. So you would place the transitional color into your crease, and then when you apply another color on top of the transitional color, it blends out better. So the transitional colors that I like to use is Dance the Tides by NYX or NYX, and it is a matte eyeshadow and it is real close to my skin tone, and it looks like this. I use the hell out of these, and I think I kind of buy them like by wholesale. So I like to wear this in my crease all the time. So if I don't use this one, I use Saddle. So Saddle is my all-time transitional color, but you know, MAC eyeshadows are $14 to $11 to $14, and I'm not going to spend that much money on eyeshadow if I could spend $5 on an eyeshadow. So to me they are similar, or they are close enough for my skin tone. So I like to use Dance the Tides, and I don't use Saddle too much anymore because I don't want to keep repurchasing Saddle. But I do have a dupe for Saddle, which is Dance the Tides. I also like to use MAC's Uninterrupted, but like I said, I use Dance the Tides because they're pretty pricey, and I think this one is like up in the $20 range because it is a bigger one. So I really like Uninterrupted, and I like Saddle, but I do not want to keep repurchasing them once I run out. So I will use the next Dance the Tides. But you could probably find a transitional color in the neutral palette or something like that. Maybe the Coastal Scents neutral palette. It's probably a Hot Pot that's neutral. Matter of fact, I think there is a Hot Pot that's neutral. But this is a neutral palette from Coastal Scents, and you could probably find a transitional color in there for that purpose. But let me see. I think there is one. I think it's called Barista. Let me check. Matter of fact, it is one. And it is called Barista, like I said. So yeah, this is a good transitional color for somebody of my complexion. Find something that's good for your complexion. So this is Barista. It's a hot pot. This is only $1.99 from the Coastal Scents website, but you could also I think you could wait for a sale, and they're 99 cents if you wait for the sale. So this is another transitional color that's like a dupe for Saddle, Dance the Tides, or Uninterrupted. So like I was saying, the transitional color could also be used as an eraser. And what I mean by that is, like, if you kind of put like a black in your outer V right here, and you blend it up into the crease, and it's a little too dark for you, you could take a blending brush, take the transitional color, and go over the black and blend it down, so then it will kind of fade the black out. So like if you mess up and put like some black up here, just take the transitional color, take the blending brush, sweep it back and forth, and it will blend down the brown so it won't look so harsh. It also blends down the harsh lines when you have a cut crease or something like that and you want to blend it so it won't look so hard. You would take the blending brush with the transitional color and blend it out. And also the transitional color is real essential to have. So if you mess up, you just use a skin tone color and it will kind of take away the mistakes that you made. So this video is going to be probably in 2 parts. So this is the first part. So the second part, I'm going to talk about the brushes that you need, the first palettes that you should get, and I think that's about it. So please stay tuned for part 2.